Michael Parness, let's find out where the trend is your friend in what's a tough market. Let's start off with gold. Now, the GLD, which is the spider which tracks gold, was up 5% on the Brexit vote. Gold's up around 24% year to date. You think it can go higher? How much higher?
I think gold can go to at least 1,500 by the end of the year. And other than owning physical gold, the GLD is the quickest and easiest way to own gold. Governments are debasing their currencies around the world. Virtually no chance that we raise rates this year or I believe even next. In fact, better chance we go to negative interest rates, and in that environment, you definitely want to own some gold.
And silver has outperformed gold so far this year. It's up around 28% year to date, but it only popped 2.5% on the Brexit vote. You also like the SLV, which is the ETF that tracks silver. How high can silver go?
I think silver by the end of the year can see at least $25. Usually it does lag gold initially, and then it plays catch up. As you noted, this year silver is actually outperforming gold, and same reasoning, debasing currencies around the world. Do you want to own the US dollar? Do you want to own the sterling? No, you want to own some gold and silver. And I'm not a gold bug. I'm not one who's like, hey, we're going back to the Middle Ages. But I think that in this environment, with currencies around the world, fiat currencies getting blasted by central banks, I think you have to own gold and silver.
All right, well, another stock that you actually like is our Donnelley. Yep. This publisher's up around 7% year to date, but it's really been in a range for the past 2 years, moving between 16 and 18. So what's it going to take to get it out of that range?
Well, one of the strongest trends we've ever tracked over the years is when companies split off, when they spin off pieces of themselves to IPO, and R.L. Donnelley is going to spin off 2 units, not 1, 2 units. Technically, the stock looks good here. It's got support around this area, and I think that it should see mid-20s by the end of the year on the spinoffs.
All right, and then finally, you are negative. You propose shorting Goldman Sachs. Has not been a good year for the investment bank, down around 20%. Have not had a lot of IPOs. Trading on the bond desk has been hard. You think it can go down even further?
Yeah, I think the financials here are tough. There'll be some people trying to pick bottoms on them. In my experience, trying to pick bottoms is a loser's game. You know, the old saying, you can still get cut a half inch from the ground trying to catch a falling knife. And Goldman, there's no IPO slate right now. If the market gets even tougher, which I expect, next year will be just as tough. And I think that any of the financials are going to have a hard time generating revenue in this environment. As the market goes down, the financials typically are the leaders or have been the leaders this year, and I expect it to continue.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Michael.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching The Street.